What's up, Oshean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 1 battle for the BANLIST Battlers League, aka the BBL. Today we're facing off against Psycho Chef, coach of the Middle Tennessee Remorators. Now, Psycho Chef's link will be in the comment section below, description below, sorry, just like the rest of the coaches in the BBL. So if you guys are down there, you might as well go ahead and click subscribe on every single one of these coaches' channels, as well as mine, just because I feel like you'd love the content on everyone's channel. Anyways, our opponent has a very scary team, just like everyone in this league, because this is, of course, the BANLIST Battlers League. Our opponent has a team of Solgaleo, Landorus-T with Sheer Force, Azumarill, Rotom-Heat, Mega Venusaur, Ash Greninja with Z-moves, Fortress, Torkoal, Heliolisk with Z-moves, Drampa, Tropius, and Gothorita. Well, we have a team of Speed Boost Blaziken with Z-moves, Arceus Bug, Landorus Therian, Rotom-Wash, Alolan Ninetales, Bronzong, Drapion, Braviary, Executor, Alolan Form with Z-moves, Sandslash Alolan Form with Z-moves, and Mega Altaria. Now, I'm not going to really go over a team recap, I guess, of what I'm bringing. I just haven't decided if I'm going to be doing that for this league yet or not. I've done it, I think, for all of my Wi-Fi leagues, but, I mean, right now I'm not. So, yeah, we'll just leave it at that for today, I guess. Maybe I'll decide in the future to do one. I have a link of all my notes and stuff, but I'll kind of go over a bit of what I did bring, just so you guys have a little bit of an idea. So, to start off, we have our Alolan Executor here, Hawaka, which is Citrus Berry this week. It's a Trick Room set, and a Trick Room set that I can do a lot of work against our opponents, which is very nice to have. We just got to get rid of the Mega Venusaur. That's kind of the plan there, because I'm not running Psychic this week. We then have our Arceus Bug here, which is Shelmet 2.0, obviously holding the Insect Plate. We have Recover, Psychic, Calm Mind, and Earth Power. This set actually beats this entire team 1v1. If we get to +2, it's game over, because we do outspeed everything except for the Greninja, and that thing can't really do much to me outside of like a Rock Slide. Next up, though, we have our Choice Scarf Braviary here, which is Iron Bird. It's got like U-Turn, Brave Bird. I originally had Return, but then I replaced it with Facade because I couldn't get the happiness up fast enough before the game. And Defog. We then have Metal's Tub, our Rotom-Wash, which is like a standard Rotom-Wash. It's like special defensive, Full Switch Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Slit. We then have our Landorus Therian, which is a Double Dance set this week, and Double Dance does a lot work against our opponent's team. Just gotta make sure that the Azumarill is gone because that thing does get Aqua Jet, or that the what's it called, the Greninja is gone because that thing does get Water Shuriken. And then finally, we have a very nice Drapion set, which you guys are going to see a lot this game. It's very, very interesting. It's just like a Swords Dance sub EQ crunch set, and you'll see a lot of that. Anyways, guys, let's get into the battle. It is a long one, so I apologize for the length of the video, but that's just what it's got to be. So we have we're going to put 5 times speed, perfect, and let's get into the battle. So my opponent is going to lead off with, I believe, his Venusaur, and I want to lead off with my Alolan Executor. The reason I want to lead off with that was because it had the best matchup against everything there, and I want to make sure I could just kind of switch out on everything, and that was kind of the best option for that. So he leads off with his Venusaur. I'm going hard Drapion because this Pokemon completely walls his Venusaur unless he has Earthquake. I don't think he's going to bring Earthquake because I have a really good ground resisting team. So he goes into his Venusaur. He goes for the Sludge Bomb actually, and Sludge Bomb is his most damaging move to me. It actually does like 25% to me, so, or 20-ish% to me. So I go for the substitute here. And I'm like, okay, go for Leech Seed, go for Giga Drain, whatever you're going to do. He goes for Leech Seed. And I'm like, perfect. Django's wrestling around, sorry. Anyways, I said go for Leech Seed because I could go for the Swords Dance now. And I basically cannot, I don't die to, sorry, my sub doesn't die to a Sludge Bomb or a Giga Drain. It dies from Earthquake though. So I go for the Swords Dance there. My plan is to get to like +6 with this thing and just go for the game with this team. Unfortunately for me, he goes into his Torkoal right away, and that kind of sucks. I was hoping he would like wait a little bit, but I go for the Earthquake there, and that does a clean 75% to the Torkoal at +2. And he's going to go for the Earth Power here. That is obviously going to break our sub, and I'm just going to go for the Crunch here just in case he wants to switch out. It's my best play by far. I don't think he really has any reason to switch out, but just in case he decides to, I want to make sure I get that Crunch off on a Landorus, because that thing will come in and will beat me down just by the threat of Earth Power. So he goes. He sacks off his Torkoal, and he goes into Fred Mercury, which is his Landorus. This thing's going to scare me out, and I'm going to switch out, and I go, I believe, into my Rotom here. And Rotom kind of walls this thing pretty well, unless he has, like, Grass Knot or Z-Grass Knot, because he can't even be Z-Grass Knot. And Grass Knot, in general, is just not going to do that much to me. So he switches out, and he goes into Wheezy, which is the Venusaur, and I'm going to switch out with Volt Switch here. Now, Volt Switch obviously going to give me momentum. I believe I go into my Drapion again. I could be mistaken. I do go into my Drapion here, and I named it Brainy after Brain, the Brain 05. It's the best thing I can come up with. So I get some leftovers back. I'm going to go for the substitute one more time, and he is going to go into Blue Bunny, his Azumarill. I'm thinking, okay, that's kind of cool. I actually don't, my sub doesn't break to an Aqua Jet like most of the time, which is kind of cool if he's not Bandit. So he goes for Play Rough though, and he outspeeds me. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And then realize he's Choice Scarf, and that sucks because I went for Swords Dance. So he's Scarfed, and I need to make a play here. I start to stay in and not sack off, but take a ton of damage on my Drapion. I actually live that hit no matter what. He actually almost got a max roll too. We do over 50%. At this point here, I can go straight into my Landorus here. And the reason I go into my Landorus is because my Landorus has Intimidate. So, is it Landorus? Yeah, Landorus. Scrappy's dad, because Scrappy loves playing OU. So, I got the Intimidate. He goes for Play Rough, and this still does like 40%, which is just, god damn, stop. I know he's going to switch out, and I believe I go for the, what is it called? The Rock Polish here. And with that in mind, I had the intention of going for the Earthquake. Now, the reason I didn't go for the Earthquake right away, the Rocks right away, the Swords Dance right away, oh my god, was because Venusaur is such a problem. So he goes to the Leaf Seed here. I should have gone for the Swords Dance there. I would have done like 60% to the Venusaur at +2. I'm kicking myself so much for that. I'm still out of range though for the Giga Drain, which is nice, but I switch out. I'm just to save the Intimidate, just in case the, what's it called, that Azu wants to come back in. He goes for the Synthesis here with his Venusaur, gets back up to full HP. And now I definitely know I should have gone for the freaking Swords Dance. Oh my god, I would have been in such a good position. But he didn't. I'm going to go for the Swords Dance here just in case he wanted to switch out or something, in case he was fearing, I don't know, another sub or whatever. But he's just going to go for the Sludge Bomb. That's fine by me. I wasn't going to do anything with Earthquake or Crunch anyways. This thing is like max defense. So, yeah. So I go back into Scrappy's dad here. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get the +2 and I'm going to click Earthquake. That's what I'm going to do here. So I go for the Swords Dance here, I believe. And he's going to stay in. And I believe he goes for the Leech Seed again. Am I mistaken? Or do I... Yeah, he goes for the Leech Seed again. Now I'm thinking, please, 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 just stay in and let me hit you for like 70%. Please, then I can go to my RC so I can just set up and win the game. But he switches out and he goes and sacks off Blue Bunny. I'm like, come on. That's such a good play, and it's just the right sack too, everything. Shouldn't have gone to anything else. This was the right play for sure, and he gets it. And down goes the Blue Bunny. But he can now go into the Greninja, and I can't let him get his Ash form. I just can't let it happen. So I'm going to switch out now, and I believe I go into my Arceus here, thinking he's going to be a special Greninja, and I can set up on a special Greninja. But he goes for the U-turn, and I'm like, I could have just stayed in, clicked Rock Polish, and won the game. Damn it. But he goes into a Lionel Richie, which is his Solgaleo, and this thing is going to be such a big problem. Now, I'm going to switch back out, and I go into Metal's Tub here, because Metal's Tub resists its stab 4 times. But he goes for the Flame Charge. I'm like, oh shit, what is he going to do? So, I have Will-O-Wisp, and that's going to really nuke his power, but I don't know what he's going to do. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp here, and he, I believe, is going to go for the Toxic. Yeah, and the Toxic is going to land on me, and that's really unfortunate, because now my Rotom's on a timer, and now I can't 1v1 the Solgaleo. Can't 1v1 something like the Greninja. I can't 1v1 something like the Landorus. So that's really unfortunate. But we do get the burn off on the Solgaleo. And spoilers, he's actually going to be Life Orb. Not Life Orb. Leftovers. Oh my god. He switches out now, and I go for the Volt Switch here. And I was kind of predicting the switch out, but I didn't really know what was going to happen. But I go for the Volt Switch, and we do add a little bit of damage to the Venusaur. And I want to go into my Braviary here. I finally bring it out. I want to scare him out with the Brave Bird. So I go for the U-turn here, actually. No, I want the Brave Bird here. I want for the Brave Bird. And he brings in his Solgaleo. I'm like, I'm just, why? Just, no. No, I should have gone for the U-turn. God damn it, Matt. And that's not very effective, and we take some damage, and he actually is Leftovers. Right here's when he reveals it, and he takes some burn damage, and it's just, I can't risk this thing going down. So I switch out, and I go into my Rotom here, I believe. Oh no, I go into my Landorus here, because I thought I could live the hit that, what's it called? The Sunsteel Strike, that's it. But I can't. I can't live that hit. That's unfortunate. I should have probably went to my Rotom and just did a slow Volt Switch. That's on me. That's a really bad play. That's just a bad play on my part. Anyways, so he takes some more burn damage, and now this thing's gonna be a really big pain to take out. So I go into my little Executor here, and I pull a double, I believe. And I go into my, what's it called? My Braviary, because I predicted the Venusaur to come in. But he goes for Toxic there. Like, I could have just gone for Flamethrower and done like 70% of this thing. Like, I'm killing myself. I'm beating myself up over these plays. But I felt like I made the right plays in the moment, but that double there, I should have definitely just gone for the Flamethrower there. Anyways, I go for the U-turn here, and U-turn will do a decent chunk of damage to this thing, and that's why I should have gone for the U-turn before. He would have been even lower, and whatever. He goes for the Flame Charge here. I believe I'm going to go for the Volt Switch right now. Again, he's doing nothing to my Rotom. He does like 10% to me. No, he does like 10 points of health to me with the Sunsteel Strike. So we're going to take like a bit of health from the Sunsteel Strike here. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch and try and shove him down even more. He goes for his Sunsteel Strike, and the animation for this is beautiful, guys. I don't know why they decided to give like such amazing animations to like Lunala and Solgaleo when they're obviously not amazing legendaries. Something like Palkia and Dialga. So they need Uproar of Time and what's the other move? I don't know what the other one is. Origin Pulse? No, I don't know. Anyways, so I go into my Braviary here. I'm just going to click U-turn. Like, U-turn is a really good way to get some chip damage on this thing. Braviary is not going to kill it. But I messed up. I should have gone for the freaking Facade here, because I don't know what's wrong with me, but I have like a problem with clicking Facade for some reason. So I go for the U-turn, and he lives on a bit. Facade would have KO'd for sure because we were burned, but Toxic I mean. So I go into my Rotom here, and Rotom's obviously going to pick up a kill. I can just go for a Volt Switch here and pick up a KO on this thing. If he goes into the Landorus, I can just click Hydro Pump the next turn and be good to go either way. So he's going to get some burn damage, and I go for the Volt Switch here. He's just going to sack it off, go for another Sun Steel Strike. But in reality, I think Flame Charge is a better play because Flame Charge isn't 4 times resisted. So yeah, look, he did 11 points out there, that's nothing. I go for the Volt Switch here, and Volt Switch will take out the Solgaleo. So finally, this annoying Lion goes down. God, that thing's so painful to deal with. I go into my Exeggutor here just because I didn't want anything else taking poison damage, and he goes into Wheezy, his Venusaur, and at this point I'm just like, I want to get some damage off this thing. So I go for, I believe, the Dragon Pulse here, as he goes for the Sludge Bomb, and he poisons us, which doesn't really matter at all. But he goes for the, I eat my Citrus Berry, get back up a decent amount of health, and go for the Dragon Pulse here, and we do actually a pretty big chunk of damage. That's good damage, because all I want to do was knock this thing below 80% to guarantee that Brave Bird would kill it from my Braviary. That's all I want to do. So in reality, I should have done something different. He goes for Sludge Bomb again. Oh my god, he goes for Sludge Bomb again. And down goes my Hawaka, but he did its job. I go into Iron Bird. Now I'm going to pause it right here again. So this turn, because I couldn't breed I can gem my Pokemon, I have to add happiness or take away happiness, run frustration, or return. So because of that, I didn't have time, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to run Facade. That's it. So I put on Facade. I wouldn't click Facade. He's in range for Facade to KO everything on his team. But I click Brave Bird here, and that's going to hurt me, and you're going to see why. So I go for the Brave Bird here, and he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into his Fred Mercury, and this thing would have gone OHKO'd by a Facade from my Braviary. But I go for the Brave Bird, and it doesn't take him out, and we take recoil and toxic damage, and now we have to take more recoil and more toxic damage. I'm praying that we live this hit, but I don't think we're going to. It's not going to happen. So we do live the recoil damage for sure, but we only go down to 8 HP, and we're going to go down. So I should have gone for the freaking Facade, and it would have been so useful to have this thing around for the Venusaur, but he can now go into his Venusaur for free, and I go into Shelmet 2.0, and this is it. This is where I have to go for game. I'm going to set up, go for Calm Mind here. So I go for Calm Mind, and he's going to go for like Sludge Bomb or something like that, okay? And I'm like, cool, whatever, go for Sludge Bomb, do your thing. He goes for Sludge Bomb, and look at this. Wouldn't you know it, he gets the poison. And that, guys, is pretty much the game, because I can't outstall him, because I can't KO him. I need to be at +2 to OHKO the Greninja with Earth Power. I need to be at a decent amount of health to live a Rock Slide. I need to be at enough health to OHKO this Venusaur. Now I'm at +2, I believe, here. So I'm going to go for the Recover, I believe, right now, as he's going to go for the Leech Seed. Could be wrong. Is that what happens here? I go for Recover, he goes for Leech Seed, I think is what happens. So Recover comes out, and he does indeed go for Leech Seed. I was kind of hoping he would miss that, but I mean, he doesn't, it's fine. And we're losing like 40% almost. No, we're losing like 30% each turn. And thankfully it's not just poison, not toxic poisoning, but I go for the Psychic here. And this has a like 60% chance to KO in my favor. And he lives on like 3 HP. And he has this with another Sludge Bomb. And that's a big deal because we are now in range for a Rock Slide, and that's definitely scary. So I have to go for the Recover here. I have to. So I go for the Recover, and I was thinking, just go for the Earth Power. Just go for the Earth Power. But I couldn't beat the Greninja in the back with Rotom. I just couldn't because of Dark Pulse potentially, and that could just flinch me down. But I should have definitely just gone for the Earth Power there. So he is going to get back some health, and he is now going to reveal that he is actually Rockium Z with Rock Slide, and that is going to do a ton of damage. It actually, I believe, did a maximum of 118 according to our calcs, and a minimum of like 100. So it was a roll in my favor to live this hit, and he's going to go for the Continental Crush here, which is going to do just insane damage. It's a really good prep to bring versus Arceus Bug. So he's going to go for that, and we live the hit on 1 HP, and Earth Power comes out, and we're going to obviously obliterate this thing. Now, his Venusaur is at like 10 HP, 20 HP even, like very little, very low. So he's going to go into Wheezy, and you see he has very little health left, and I go into my Rotom here. Now I'm going to pause it right here. Okay, so Rotom has, what is it? I have 12 Speedy Vs on Rotom, just to outspeed some Pokemon creeping me. And his Venusaur is at base 80 speed, so he needs a decent amount of speed on his Venusaur to go to speed tie with my Rotom or even outspeed it. So I'm thinking my bets are set. All I need to do is land a Hydro Pump, and I win this game. I win my first BBL game ever. So I'm going to go for my move here. I go for the Hydro Pump. He's going to click Synthesis or something. He outspeeds me. So he's a fast Venusaur, which sucks. So the game's going to continue, and by this point, guys, it's over because he has Sludge Bomb, and you see, we would have done enough to take him out for sure. And at that point, it's just, the game's over, we're poisoned, we're toxic poisoned at that, he can go for Leaf Seed, he can go for Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, whatever it may be. And yeah, but the funny thing is, guys, you're gonna see this in a little bit. We got again kind of unlucky. I go for Pain Split here just because like he's fatter than I am, so he's gonna lose some health. So the funny thing is, we're actually gonna be in a tough position-ish because, well, look at this. We win the speed tie. It was a speed tie, and we lost it. We got poisoned on Sludge Bomb at 30%, and without that, if he had gone for Sludge Bomb a turn later, we would have won it. He could have gone for Leaf Seed, then Sludge Bomb, and poisoned me, and we still would have won it. It's just what happens. It's just the game we play, and it's unfortunate, but I mean, we're gonna go down here. It sucks, but really good game to Psycho Chef. It was a good game. I definitely think that like as much as I'm like, damn it, we lost the speed tie, we would have won. I still would have had to land the Hydro Pump, and I still did misplay by not going for Earth Power. I still did misplay by not going for Facade. So I definitely believe this was on me, this loss. So yeah, guys, that's our first week. I don't know, again, I'll probably do team builders for this, but if I do, you'll see that next time. I really hope you guys actually, whoa, that was fast. Okay, I'm going to go over to the front, back to the front for you guys, because the front is, there we go. So, I really hope you guys actually enjoyed this video. I do plan to bring team builds, I think so. I don't know if I will, but I plan to, which is like a weird saying. But yeah, guys, look, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Of course, this video is running on 20 minutes almost, so please, you guys should definitely hit subscribe, just because I worked so hard for this. I spoke so many times, I talked so much. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. Check out Psycho Chef and check out the rest of the coaches in the BBL, and I will see you all next time.